From NBC News, this is Today with Matt Lauer and Campbell Brown, live from Rockefeller Plaza.
And good morning. Welcome to Today on a Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. Pacific time. Also, is your house putting your health at risk? The toxic dangers lurking after your local news. Campbell, thanks very much. Also, had another important health issue. Could your house be making you sick? We're going to meet one family who was so concerned about their health, they had the entire house tested from top to bottom. And this morning, they're going to hear just what was found. And a little later, why both. Your home is supposed to be your sanctuary, a place where you can be safe from all the dangers of the outside world. But if you suffer from chronic fatigue, headaches, or difficulty breathing, you just may be living inside the enemy. David and Kelly Ford and their twin sons, Jack and Max, have lived in this Southern California home for nearly 2 years.
Whoa.
But now they're starting to wonder, could their house be making them sick?
I've thought about whether or not my home was healthy because I've had asthma for a long time, and if I walk in the house, my asthma almost always gets worse.
The boys haven't officially been diagnosed with asthma, but in the past they've had the RSV virus, which they're more susceptible for getting bronchial infections.
In fact, most of what's in our homes, from carpets to cleaning products, contains toxic chemicals that can affect our health. To find out just how healthy or unhealthy the Ford's house is, we called in the experts, the founders of GreenNest.com, Lisa and Ron Barris, who educate consumers about dangerous toxins in the home, and Larry Gust, an environmental inspector. First, the most dangerous room in the house for David.
A double bed about this size can actually hold up to 2 million dust mites. So this bed really should have a barrier cover, especially for Dave with his asthma.
And since this house is 40 years old, a lead test was done. 65% of homes have gas leaks, and this home is no different. Environmental inspector Larry Gust then checked the house for water leaks and mold. No one can say for sure if this house is affecting the Ford's health, but what is certain, they would like to breathe a little easier. David and Kelly Ford are at home in Southern California. As we mentioned, Ron and Lisa Barris are the founders of GreenNest.com, and Lisa's also the author of a children's book called My Body, My House. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
So Lisa, before we check in with David and Kelly, okay, why don't you give me the verdict? Exactly how healthy or unhealthy is their home?
Okay, well, unfortunately, their house is not healthy. The reasons are basically this, and this is typical of most homes. We found contaminants in the water linked to cancers and heart problems and more diseases. We found high body voltage in the nursery because of electrical wiring in the wall near the cribs. We found a gas leak in the water heater that they didn't even know was there. And most importantly, we found poor indoor air quality from mold that was found in the carpet, as well as a very serious dust mite problem that they didn't know they had in the carpet.
Is their home unhealthy as in run for your lives, move to another place unhealthy, or is their home unhealthy as in make some changes?
It's unhealthy as in make some changes. And that's what we're here to say is that most people have contaminants in their home, and you can do something about it.
All right, David and Kelly, are you surprised by this news?
I am scared and surprised.
I'm a little bit surprised. I didn't know what to expect, though.
We mentioned that we can't say for certain that what's going on in your home is responsible for some of the health issues that you and your family seem to have been experiencing. But are you prepared now to, A, either leave that home or make these serious changes that we're talking about?
Probably make some changes.
Definitely make changes.
All right, Lisa, let's talk about some of the changes they can make, and let's start with what I'm standing next to right here. We've got a purifier, right?
Right. This is a HEPA air purifier, and this is what I would recommend for Dave and Kelly. Most people just don't know that the air inside their home is more polluted than the outdoor air.
And by the way, you got to change the filters on these things. I mean, you can't just have one forever because after a while you're not doing any good.
That's right, and that's a big problem with people. So you got to change your pre-filter once a year and the HEPA once every 5 years.
Absolutely. And that particular filter right there has a true medical grade HEPA, which removes over 99% of particulates out of the air. And then like a lot of other purifiers, it also removes gases, chemicals, and odors. So very important.
These are special models actually made for babies in kids' rooms, right?
Yep, these are called baby's breath. And childhood asthma is the most chronic disease with children right now. So this is really important. We're finding babies are already being born with over 200 chemicals in their blood. They need clean air.